So I'm making a video right now. Isn't that cool? Because I felt like doing one, making a video. I don't remember how to say. Um, and I don't know why all of a sudden, like, really it feels more right now to again try to like make videos for YouTube and upload stuff on my channel because I haven't done it for like 3 to 4 months. Um, and I'm not even sure what I want to say. I was like thinking maybe I can talk about like being of service because this is kind of my goal. My goal is to, because I feel like this is how I'm gonna upgrade my life. It is by being of service to humanity, to people, and that like the best way I'm gonna be of service is the activity that is kind of like going to sustain me in life financially, emotionally. That's how I'm gonna meet people. Like I used to, I mean, I know this since quite a long time already. And through making videos on YouTube, what I tried was to execute on that. As I never say that, but I just heard it from Gary Vaynerchuk to execute. And so what I'd like to say, the way I'd like to frame it, like when I'm talking to my phone just alone in a room, is like I'm talking to my um former self, to me, but like 1 year or 2 years ago or 5 years ago. um and wow. Phew, and what do I want to say, like um yes, I was just thinking like I ugh, I feel like this is gonna go in so many different directions, but if it's, I mean, maybe I'm just not gonna upload it. It's okay. I don't care. I was just thinking like that right now I'm almost the higher self from who I was a few years ago, almost, because I'm really like behaving and just being the person that I wanted to be a few years ago. And now, right now, like when I look at myself and when like who I am, what values I have, how I behave, I'm not at all who I want to be right now, because right now I have another vision for who I want to become. Right now I really like, I'm trying to work on who I on understanding who I am trying to become, who I want to be like. And I'm trying to be that person like in every moment, every day. And so there's like road lines like I want to be compassionate, I want to be patient, I want to be brave, face my fears all the time, and all of that. That's quite obvious, but I'm trying like to really find out who I want to be. And so what I actually wanted to say is um like 1 year or a few years ago, I really was like, okay, I'm gonna change my life by being of service, by providing value to people. And I tried, like, I tried to make videos and to talk about like how I changed my life, to share and all. And at a certain point, I noticed it didn't feel right anymore. And I even like the 3 last months, like I didn't do anything. Like I mean, I didn't even try to like make a video or help anyone or share anything, not one thing. And it was because I realized that in order to be able to provide service like to other people and to help, you have to first provide service to yourself first. And I think that's where a lot of people like don't have it right, actually. And because it's kind of like the hard part. It's the hard part because um well, I think like I had the image providing service to people, and then like all the manifestation that comes with it, like okay, like my whole life is gonna change, I'm gonna make videos, I'm gonna be a life coach or something like that. And so it was like a pleasant thing. And when you think of like service to yourself, and like or being of service to yourself, it means uh in a law of attraction like context, it means like you're doing stuff for yourself first. And so you're not really gonna like manifest things, right? Because you're just like you're not going to give so much. You're going to give to yourself. But what I notice is like, as long as you don't feel really good in your life and you're not really happy, really balanced, and really having the time of your life, you're not going to help anyone. You're not going to help anyone because no one is going to want to have your life anyways. And you won't have like the right energy to share with people, like and you're going to do it for the wrong reasons. And so I realized that the way the whole thing in my mind, like being of service to others, I actually did it just for myself and because I wanted to change my life. And so then I was like, okay, maybe I'm just gonna stop the whole masquerade, like the whole um first, like the whole thing of not being honest about it. Um and be really honest and be like, okay, I'm doing videos on YouTube and maybe like trying to help or something, but I'm doing it for myself first and foremost, 100%. And then I felt like, well, but if I'm doing it for myself, I don't even know why I'm uploading it. Why am I doing that? And then like it kind of lost like all its meaning, and I kind of like stopped making videos. And I did from time to time, I made videos just for me in my room and didn't upload anything. And and I really like focused in the last month to like really create the life that I want to have by, this is important, like by becoming the person who I want to become, and by really focusing more on direct action, like, and being the person I want to be and doing the stuff I want to do, the stuff that I would do if I was a way better human being, if I was already brave, really brave, like already compassionate, and already like really honest with myself and really self-aware of everything that's going on, all my intentions, all my wounds, all the obscure stuff in myself. And so what I started to do was like, just like to follow my excitement all the time and just like not force things. And I went with the flow of life, just like really focusing on what's important for me. And what's important for me, what's important to me, is completely different than what's important to everyone I know and almost everyone I listen to on the internet. Like, I'm not into the same things. And I realized that what's important for me is to become very, very, very present to the moment, to become very, very, very aware of what I feel and of my whole body all the time, to become aware of my intentions all the time, and also to become just very honest with everyone in my life. And so what I think is that we are just consciousness experiencing life, and we're just all one thing, that's consciousness, and we can manifest whatever we want in life through our thoughts and emotions. And I realized that like I was hiding the fact that I believe this and that I live my life by this belief system from everyone in my family. And this was not in congruence with like who I wanted to become, because I want to be someone who's like honest, transparent, and brave, who doesn't give a shit how people are going to react to what I think, because I just want to share it because I think it, because I love myself and I want to have a cool life. And so, in a lot of aspects of my life in the last month, I started to, by becoming like more aware, I started to see that I'm actually very far of who I want to be in in my behavior, just like alone still. And I just want to change that. So my goal basically in the next like month is to, so uh, my arm is, I'm holding my phone just like this, and it's, I can feel it in the arm. And so my goal is to, um thing is, I don't even know that like what's the point of this video, so I don't know like what exactly I want to talk about. But let's reframe it in my mind. I'm talking to my like younger self, and he's a little bit stupid, and what can I tell him? um yeah, basically my goal is to transform my life through um becoming who I want to become and being who I want to be in the present moment, through like what I said, like and what I kind of already talked about on my channel, which is like letting go of any negative emotions that arise in the present moment, being aware of my body 24/7, being very honest with everyone in my life, and just like how do you say, like really taking risks, because it's so scary for me to do that. I'm really on the edge with like my family, with my parents, because I've, what I want to do is actually I quit my job. I went to travel like in the last month, and now I have no money anymore and I have no income. And what I think is, you don't need money in life. What you need is to know what you want in the moment, what you actually need in the moment. You need to be aware enough of like all the beliefs that you hold about that which you want to attract or create in your life in the, like in the present moment. And you need to realize that um, the fuel of like manifestation is going with the flow of life, being in the moment, following your intuition, your excitement, being clear about what you want, and just expressing it from time to time, and then letting go of it. And so my goal is to basically go about my life without a job, without money, and see what happens, as long as I'm following my intuition, I'm really in the present moment, and anything negative that arises in myself, which is happening a lot because I'm facing a lot of fears, a lot of stuff comes up. I'm just observing it, letting go of it, and that's how I'm transforming, basically. Whew. And so, um, uh, arm change, whoosh, arm switch. Well. I want to transform my life by doing that. So, like 1 year ago, the way I thought about my life was like, I'm going to make videos, which then like will create like passive income, and then I'm gonna be able to travel or to do what I want. And now I completely changed like how I picture this in my mind. Now I think that the universe, life responds to your vibration, to how your state of being instantly or almost. It takes maybe a few hours or a few days depending on like what you want, and I'm just gonna basically find accommodation, food, or the money to do what I want in the moment. And I'm not gonna plan anything. And so, though, like, this is something I really feel is right for me. Like, I feel super excited about it. I also read a lot about that and listened to like people that inspire me, that are going this way, or that um, talk about how the universe works, how actually your consciousness shifting through parallel realities, and the abundance of the universe is just completely abundant, and the abundance that you perceive is just limited by the beliefs that you hold in your mind. If you think you have to get a job in order to pay a rent, in order to live somewhere that's nice, this is already like a whole set of beliefs. What if you just set the intention that you want to find a place where you want to live? You want to have like just a nice apartment, and then like that's the universe job, and then you do your job. And your job is being in the moment, not freaking out, following your intuition, being very aware of your beliefs and the emotions they like trigger about that which you want to manifest. So you have to be able to say, like, to be honest with yourself and realize whether you feel deserving of what you want to have or not. Are you ready for it? You have to be able to see that when you want to manifest something in one aspect of your life, it's going to have ripples on all like other aspects of your life, on your health, on your social life. So what if, for example, when you want to manifest directly, your family is going crazy and they're like, oh, but you're going to end up on the street, and then you have to go through all that shit, you know? So you have to be smart about it, and you have to let go of whatever arises and realize that anything that you fear, you don't fear the thing, you just fear the emotion that arises in your body and that you're in control of. And so that's basically my path right now. um and I'm really let myself like, I let go of so many things in my life, like job routines. I don't have any routine. People also, I don't hold to like anyone. And I just really listen to my emotions and what I want to do in the moment, and where do I want to go. And yeah, well, I'm gonna see where it leads me. But like already I've noticed the growth that comes with doing that and living my life like that is just like crazy. I grow so much because I face so many fears by following my excitement all the time. And yeah, I'm asking myself if this is for everyone. I don't think so. But yeah, who knows? Maybe like people's excitement is not the same, and some people are excited about getting a job, and because like they just like the job. Yeah, probably. And so that's how I intend basically to like transform my life, and that's then what I want to share with on my YouTube channel, because I think the universe has no limits and you're the only one who holds limits in your mind. And when you do your job, you have to do your job. Your job is not easy. It's facing your fears all the time. It's like letting go of negative emotions, negative stuff all the time. It's being very, very honest, very, very aware of who you want to be, and just like going this narrow path every day, every moment. And if you do that already, you are going to feel deserving of a better life and almost of a magical life where you have what you need, or life gives you what you need in the present because you're doing your job. I know I'm doing my job right now. I'm on my path. And that's also why I feel deserving of what I want to attract in my life. And yeah, so I'll see where this all goes. Basically, I'm just gonna move away from my parents' house. Like currently, I'm visiting my grandparents. I'm gonna like visit my parents, and then I'm gonna tell them what I want to do, which they already know, but I need more discussing with them and communicating so that they don't freak out. And this is also a period of like letting go of many emotions that I hold against my parents, like anger, fear. Like I fear that they can control my life, and this is all part of the process. And then I'm gonna move to a city that I'd like to live in, probably Amsterdam or London. Gonna stay there for a few weeks and see what happens when I've got no money and the only thing that can catch me is the universe. So yeah. What a video, man. And yeah, I didn't think that I'd just like say that. And yeah, so basically what I want to say is like, if you want to be of service to other people, first be of service to yourself by creating like really the life you want. And then with that like foundation, that happiness, you're going to be able to like become who you are and like become someone who can actually help other people, and who's not pretending that he wants to help in order to like achieve stuff and all, you know? Because when you have the life you want, like everything that you're doing on top of that, you're doing it way more out of selflessness because you already have what you want. It's kind of like Maslow's hierarchy, where first you have to take care of your needs and like sleeping, eating, then like stuff that's a little more subtle, and then even more subtle, then like spiritual, and you're helping people and blah 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 blah. So be of service to yourself first, see how you can like create the life you want, whatever way you want to do it, and then you're gonna be able to like actually help people and kind of like share and all that stuff. But everyone's different, so that's just my path. Thanks for listening.